What truly makes someone different? Is it talent? Is it luck? Or is it something deeper, something invisible that most people never see? Because if talent alone created legends, the world would be filled with superstars. Yet history shows us something very different. For every gifted athlete who rises, hundreds fade away. And that's exactly what makes Cristiano Ronaldo such a fascinating story. Not because he was born the most talented, not because he had an easy path, but because he mastered something most people never truly understand: relentless, daily discipline. To understand what truly made Ronaldo different, we have to go back to where his journey began. He wasn't raised in luxury. He grew up on the small island of Madeira, Portugal, in a working-class family. His father was a kit man. His mother worked long hours as a cook. There were times when money was so tight that even basic needs felt uncertain, and yet, from a very young age, Ronaldo had a dream that seemed impossible. He wanted to become the best football player in the world. Not just good, not just professional, the best. But here's what's important. Many kids have big dreams. Very few build the habits required to achieve them. Ronaldo did. At just 12 years old, he left his family and moved alone to Lisbon to join Sporting CP's academy. Imagine that for a moment, a child living away from home, facing loneliness, pressure, and uncertainty. Many young talents break under that weight. Ronaldo didn't. Instead, he doubled down on effort. Coaches at Sporting quickly noticed something unusual. He wasn't just training during scheduled sessions. He stayed after practice. He ran extra drills. He worked on weaknesses that others ignored. One former coach said something that perfectly captures this difference. He said, Cristiano was never satisfied. Even when he was the best on the field, he trained like he was the worst. That mindset, constant dissatisfaction with average performance, became his greatest advantage. And this is where we see the first lesson from Ronaldo's story. Being different doesn't start with talent. It starts with standards. Most people compare themselves to others. Ronaldo compared himself to his own potential. That's a completely different game. As his career progressed, this mindset only intensified. When he joined Manchester United as a teenager, he was talented, fast, skillful, exciting to watch. But he was not yet the complete player we know today. In fact, many critics doubted him. They said he was flashy but ineffective, too focused on tricks, not enough on results. This is where most players would plateau. Ronaldo transformed. He didn't argue with critics. He didn't blame circumstances. Instead, he went back to the only thing he truly controlled: his work ethic. Teammates at Manchester United often described a shocking routine after team training ended. Ronaldo stayed behind for hours. He practiced shooting hundreds of times. He worked on physical strength. Long after others had left, he studied game footage to understand positioning and timing. And slowly, something remarkable happened. He evolved from a talented winger into a complete goal-scoring machine. That transformation wasn't luck, it was deliberate. And this brings us to another key lesson. What truly makes someone different is their ability to evolve. Talent gives you a starting point. Discipline determines how far you go. Ronaldo proved this again when he moved to Real Madrid. By this point, he was already a global superstar. He had fame, wealth, and recognition. Most people would have relaxed. He intensified. Reports from Real Madrid revealed that Ronaldo often arrived first at training and left last. His physical conditioning was so extreme that even younger teammates struggled to match his stamina. He followed strict diets. He prioritized sleep. He treated recovery as seriously as training itself. In other words, he built a lifestyle around excellence. And this is where we see the deepest difference between Ronaldo and others. He didn't just train hard, he lived differently. Every daily decision, what he ate, how he slept, how he trained, aligned with his long-term goal. That level of consistency is rare because most people rely on motivation. Ronaldo relied on systems. Motivation comes and goes, systems create results. Think about this in your own life. Anyone can work hard for a few days, Very few maintain discipline for decades. Ronaldo has done it for over 20 years. And that's why his career longevity is almost unprecedented, even in his late 30s. When most players decline, he continues to perform at an elite level. That's not natural talent. That's sustained discipline. Another factor that truly made Ronaldo different is his relationship with pressure. Many athletes fear high-stakes moments. Ronaldo seeks them. He has repeatedly said he enjoys pressure because it gives him energy. Why? Because pressure is simply responsibility, and he trained himself mentally to handle it. This mental strength didn't appear overnight. It was built through years of overcoming criticism, setbacks, and failures, from being rejected by doubters, to losing finals, to facing intense global scrutiny. Ronaldo used adversity as fuel. And this reveals another powerful lesson. Being different means responding to challenges differently. Most people see obstacles as reasons to stop. Elite performers see them as reasons to grow. Ronaldo never avoided difficulty. He leaned into it. And perhaps the most important difference of all lies in his mindset towards success itself. Even after winning multiple Ballon d'Or awards, Champions League titles, and scoring records, Ronaldo still speaks about improvement. He still trains with the same hunger. He still sets new goals. That's because he never defined success as an endpoint. For him, success is a process, a continuous pursuit of becoming better than yesterday. And this mindset applies far beyond sports. In business, in education, in personal development, the same principle holds true. Those who achieve extraordinary results don't rely on extraordinary talent. They rely on extraordinary consistency. Cristiano Ronaldo's story reminds us that greatness is rarely about sudden moments. It's about thousands of invisible choices made every single day, choosing discipline over comfort, choosing growth over excuses, choosing long-term goals over short-term pleasure. That is what truly made him different from everyone else. And the most powerful part of this story is that discipline is not something you're born with, it's something you build. Which means the same principle that transformed Ronaldo's life can transform yours. You don't need to be the most talented, you need to be the most committed, because in the end, talent may open the door, but discipline is what keeps you inside. So the real question is not whether you have enough talent, the real question is, are you willing to do what most people won't every single day? If you are, then your potential is far greater than you think. And if this story inspired you to look at success differently, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Prospost, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next powerful sports story. Because here, we don't just talk about sports, we explore the mindset that creates legends.